and we are here in the kitchen with Empanadas by Steph. And I have to say, I have been following you for years. You see me every weekend at the farmer's market. And what I notice is your empanadas now look different. You have these adorable little ways to mark what different flavor they are.
Oh, yes, that's
STK.
I need to point out that you used to hand roll every single one. And how many different empanadas have you made?
I've made over 150,000 in the last 7 years.
Oh my God.
In the Guinness World Book.
Yeah, so this probably helps a lot. And now you can
does.
easily mark it without having
evolved
to.
from hieroglyphics to the alphabet system.
Congratulations.
So that means steak is inside that? Is that what that means?
Sure, steak and cheese.
Ah, yes.
So now they're easy to tell apart when you have them in front of you and you don't have to decode any messages.
I like that.
Perfect.
Love it. All right, let's get started.
Yeah,
What
what are
kind
we
are we
gonna make?
making today?
Let's do it.
All right, so because it's summer, I decided that we should make some Margherita Empanadas, which is a mozzarella basil tomato, a nice fresh flavor.
right, so
And
how
I'm
do we
giving
start?
away one of my secrets.
Oh,
So,
Good. We won't tell.
So in order for the cheese to remain fluffy inside the empanada, I use a sauce called bechamel. It's one of the French mother sauces, which is what we're actually making right here, right now.
Okay.
So what I have here is a tablespoon and a half of butter.
Okay.
And we're making a roux, which is butter and flour. And we're going to melt the butter. Once it's fully melted, we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of flour.
Okay.
and do you put this as part of the cheese sauce in any of the empanadas with cheese?
Everyone that has mozzarella has a little bit of bechamel.
Okay.
And once we get to
Interesting.
actually mixing the filling, then you'll see why.
Okay.
But in the meantime,
That's
we're
such
going
a
to let
great little
this.
trick.
Yeah, this
bechamel's
is a
delicious.
big secret, you guys. So while we let this cook for a second,
And how come it's not burning?
I have it at medium heat.
Okay.
So we don't want high heat. We just want it to toast a little bit. We want to cook the flour out because we don't want to taste the flour,
Oh.
you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with some fresh tomatoes, and we're going to have you guys help me dice them. So go ahead and
Is there
take
any
out.
specific way you want me to do this?
Just take out that little bit, that little triangle in the top,
Okay.
and then. Bless you. Oh no.
I'll dice it.
Yeah, here, go ahead.
Perfect.
So just take out that middle bit, and then you're gonna dice them at about, this is the size that I started. So it's just a little dice, because what you're doing is making bite-sized pieces.
Okay.
When you make empanadas, you want go ahead and slice it like in big slices.
And for the sake
then
of time,
dice it.
I'm going to step in and do the basil.
Great. There you go. Now with basil, we do a trick called chiffonade. So you take the whole basil and you put it in a little.
So you're rolling
yeah,
it?
you roll it.
Roll it, yep.
So then when you dice,
That's a great chip. Okay.
you just do that.
Okay, so we have our basil and our tomatoes. Let's go ahead and do some mixing.
I'm doing a large dice over here. just
That's
FYI.
okay.
Now this
didn't
fresh
know
basil
this.
is great.
Yeah, so it's like ribbons
Yeah.
of basil.
I think.
Okay, so I'm
So
going to
you
put
go
that
ahead
in.
and you put it in.
Yep.
And so this is pretty much this filling right here.
Okay.
It's all very just fresh ingredients, you know.
All right,
That's
well,
the point.
so we get a chance to roll. I'm going to keep pushing
Of
forward
course,
here.
of
I know we're
course.
cheating a little
Yes.
bit.
Okay.
Because I don't want to miss
So now
the
you're
roll.
just adding a little milk?
Yeah, I'm adding a milk. This is about a cup right here. Now this bechamel sauce, you want to make it in advance. You definitely maybe a couple hours before or even the day before.
So it cools.
Okay.
Right, right.
Is this it?
That is it. Now
Okay.
this,
Magic
I
of
made
television.
this last night, right? So this is very thick, and that's on purpose.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So teach us how we stuff.
All right. Go ahead and pass me the mozzarella, please.
Here you are.
All right. So we have the tomato, the basil. Let me take some of your tomatoes
Sure.
because we're going to need that too.
I got
Okay.
more.
Push this off to the edge.
Everybody's got some. And Beth, will you
Yeah.
pass down the outside
Oh, yeah,
wrapper
there
for
you
us?
go.
You want me to keep going? I can dice more.
Oh, that's perfect. Go ahead and throw those in. Perfect.
All right.
All right. So now you can see the fresh basil, fresh mozzarella. It's very aromatic. All right. Now we have some.
All right, we mix
And
in
then
the
you just mix
cheese.
all
Yeah,
that together.
mozzarella. Yeah.
Coming back now that it's time to eat.
I did all the work and now Linda comes back.
Right.
All right, will you show us how to roll one in the final
Yeah.
seconds here? All right, we're mixing in the
We're
white
mixing
sauce.
in the white sauce. This is very important. Now you see how it was all very loose?
I do see that. Now remember, you can find Empanadas by Steph both at the Sarasota Farmers Market on Saturdays and at
right.
their storefront with pepperonata pasta.
And I recommend that. I
Okay.
recommend you find her.
Take one?
She knows what
Take
she's
one.
doing.
All right.
All right.
I just put it in.
Show me how much to put in here. She's lucky and has a fancy machine to do all this, complete with initials
All
on
right,
the
there
side.
you go. You don't want to put a lot.
All right, thank you, Steph. Great to see you, Megan. Take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. Have a great day.